All right, guys, I think we are almost underway. Ready for game three. Let me know if I am showing up here in chat. We had a few microphone issues last race. I want to avoid that this time. I got so excited by Derxu's awesome display. I think I unplugged my microphone. So just let me know, War Drinker. Thank you. Counter has been broken forever. Alright. Thanks, guys. Okay. Alright. Looks like we are getting ready to start. And the SRL has started, but again, usually the actual stream is a few seconds behind. Okay. Alright. So maybe it wasn't my issue. Okay. Alright. Maybe. Okay. Yeah. All right, so we are just underway. This is match number 3, or game 3. And this is the deciding game 3. Now, coming into this race, pretty much everyone thought, okay, well, Sloaters being Sloaters, he's going to win and it's going to be easy. And the first game, it kind of looked like that. Sloaters ran perfectly. He found an early suit and was able to pull off an easy win. But holy cow, game 2. Game 2, Derxu was the man. Derxu PB'd by 7 minutes and finished with just a blistering time, just over 50 minutes. So that's got to put a little bit of pressure on Sloaters. Now, normally Sloaters doesn't feel a lot of pressure, but just knowing that your opponent can put together a run like that really should put a little bit of pressure on you. Now, hopefully this gives Derxu the confidence he needs, because again, in these rando races, even though a lot of it's practice and execution, a lot of it's confidence and maybe taking chances that you shouldn't or should. Now, it'll be interesting to see what route divergences we end up seeing here. We've got Vanilla Morph Ball. And again, I suspect we are going to see virtually identical routes all the way through the end of Big Pink. And really getting into Red Tower, that'll be where we see the divergence. That's what happened last time. And it was that divergence that gave Derxu the win. The question is, does Sloaters continue his same plan at that point? And does Derxu continue the same plan? Both of them, I believe, did the same kind of routing in games 1 and 2, and it gave us 2 completely different races. So, again, Sloaters, his movement is just slightly better, but that is not speaking against Derxu at all. Sloaters' movement, you're not going to find too many people in the world who've got better movement than him. Like maybe one. So. We've got Wave Beam over here. That, again, is pretty interesting. It's always nice to get Wave Beam. And now that puts the Wave Gate in Logic, or the item behind Wave Gate in Logic that's in Big Pink. So they'll definitely be checking that. And we've got some Supers. So Sloaters is a little bit ahead, but, again, that's not a big deal. Yeah, Sloaters was ahead at this point last race. And once Derxu made the right routing decision, that little lead meant nothing. Now, the real question is, where are our suits? In these randos, the suits are really the big thing. Even though both runners could do suitless Meridia, and we've seen Sloaters do suitless Norfair, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best option. So the suits are one thing. The other thing is Charge Beam. That's always an item that we need to be on the lookout for. And actually, Charge Beam might have been really the difference last time. The fact that when Derxu got his Gravity suit and Various suit, he already had Charge Beam, which meant he could skip all the other items, and he ended up finishing the game with only 27% found. That was the difference. So again, this is very similar to our other races. Again, we're going to have to visit Bomb Terizo, and yet again, Bomb Terizo gives us power bombs. It's not a big surprise. It almost has to give us power bombs or morph ball bombs just to open up more of the game. Now, I guess it would be possible to get speed booster there or a couple of other things, but Meanwhile, Sloaters up out the Alcatraz and gets that rather easily. He's going to head over, and again, both of these guys do the same thing. He's going to head to the end of Terminator, then he's going to go up and check the back of Gauntlet. And you know, and it's really the right thing, because Gauntlet really only contains 3 items, and you can check 2 out of 3 just by going up a little bit right here. So Sloaters is going to check the back of Gauntlet, and we've got Derxu checking the 320 missiles. Okay, so just ammo at the back of Gauntlet, it looked like. Oh, was it Ice Beam? Did I miss? Oh no, we've got Ice Beam over on the other side. So Sloaters, did Sloaters skip that? Did Sloaters skip where the Ice Beam was? Skip that in any of the other races. So Sloaters skipped the 230 missiles, and in there is Ice Beam. Now, Ice Beam is not required for the game, but it is a quality of life thing, and it definitely makes Turian faster. So that's something we're going to have to keep our eye out for. Yeah, if that had been a suit, holy cow. Ice Beam, I don't think Ice Beam is going to make a huge difference, but it definitely gives Derxu an advantage. Oh, easy peasy charge beam. Now, Derxu is not skipping that. So all of these items here in the mock ballrooms, like, they're both going to get all these. Okay, so we got an E-Tank on the front side, an E-Tank on the back side, and behind this E-Tank is a missiles. Okay, nothing to write home about. So with those missiles and everything else, now the ammo is starting to look pretty good, and with the charge beam, that means ammo is not going to be an issue for the rest of the game. We need maybe at least one more set of hamburgers before we go on. So Sloaters gets a nifty little thing, and I really like the way Sloaters routes this room, where he goes and he gets the item up top, and then he gets that last item right before he leaves. Sloaters is out. He's got everything. The only thing he's missing is that Ice Beam, and he's not going to get that Ice Beam. Well, I mean, he's probably not going to get that Ice Beam. It seems like he made a strategic decision to skip that one. And I think maybe he's got some pressure on him. After Derxu ran such an awesome race last time, all of a sudden Sloaters is maybe skipping some things that he wasn't skipping before. So with that skip, yeah, that gets Derxu a little bit of extra time in Turian and a couple of other things. An Ice Beam, of course, does do more damage. Which is weird, because in the original Metroid game, the Ice Beam actually did less damage than your normal beam. I'm glad they fixed that for this one. First with some nice swaggy D-boosts, gets through those guys. Now we're to the animals. They usually teach you how to wall jump, but Sloaters obviously needs no lessons on how to wall jump. And Sloaters thought about skipping that E-Tank, and then was like, nah, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it good. So now Derxu's behind a little bit, but the time he's behind is more than made up by getting that Ice Beam. Now, again, we're not going to see a lot of more routing divergences, I don't think, unless Sloaters decides to skip something here in Big Pink. There really isn't much to skip. Again, like, I really feel like you need to get all the items here you can, because you don't want to come back to Pink Brinstar. It's kind of out of the way. So we're going to check up here. We got some super missiles. Catching up. Oh, nice D-boost on his part. And another nice D-boost. Okay, showing his own swag. And we're going to see by these side hoppers. Ooh, another D-boost. Oh, these are just beautiful. Super missiles. But Derxu, okay, he got it this time. Yeah, and again, Derxu, same thing. Thought about skipping that E-Tank, and then thought better and picked it up. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly a point where more E-Tanks don't help you, but at this point, you don't have enough information, I think, to be skipping E-Tanks. E-Tanks you gotta get. And really, how much time are you saving? You're saving, I don't know, let me know in chat if you know. Like, if you get an item, how much time do you wait, for that little animation? It's 2 seconds? It's 1 second? So you skip enough items, those seconds add up, but 7 seconds. Okay, so that's hard to say. Again, these runners are so great. I'd say whatever their decision are, as far as skipping or not skipping, I'd go with that. F for fanfare. Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah, I don't have that one. Okay, so Sloater's got the missile first time, and he always gets that missile on the first time. We're gonna check Spore Spawn. Spore Spawn. Nobody ever wants to visit Spore Spawn. And high jump boots. Okay, so again, we've got early high jump boots. We've had those, I think, in almost every race. So Spore Spawn's got high jump. It doesn't really open things up, it just makes things easier. We don't have speed booster, and we don't have space jump. And those two, and we don't have grapple, so technically wreck ship is not in logic yet. Although, obviously, both runners could go there if they wanted to. And here is space jump, so that will change that. Kind of looking like a jet seed. And, I mean, we still don't have suits, so, I'm not going to say that for sure yet. But that, between the high jump and the space jump, that really opens things up and makes things easy. Even though both of these runners are so good, they don't really need those items per se to check things. Now we've got one item in this part of Green Brinstar, and it's more supers. Derxu is having trouble with this missile, and last race it took him 3-4 to get this. You have to be kind of standing in the right spot and then shoot just as you're hitting the roof, and he's messing it up. There, I think he got it. Nope, he didn't. Did you get that? He's got 13 more tries. Again, he's losing time here. Come on, get it. Come on, get it. Okay, he got it. No, he didn't get it. Gosh, darn it. Okay, we got Spazer there in Blue Brinstar. And Sloaters is going to go over and check Billy Mays. Okay, finally Derxu got it, and he only had to use most of his supers to do so. And again, Sloaters makes those things look so easy, like it's just so easy to get that shot off, where I think that has to be a pixel perfect or frame perfect shot. So he gets his high jump boots, and Billy Mays. What does Billy Mays hold for us today? Billy Mays has got, what is it? It's missiles and hamburgers. Nothing special at all. So if Derxu skips Billy Mays, that's going to save him some time, because there's really nothing there. And he gets his space jump. Now the question is, where does Sloaters go? Now he might go back up through Old Mother Brain and check those items there, and if he does, he might get he might end up getting stuff that he missed. What does on the tracker that Sloaters has charge beam, is that correct? Can someone in chat verify that Sloaters got charge beam? Oh no, yeah, he did. It was ice. Okay, yeah, I'm mistaken. Ice was the item. Okay, that Derxu got. Okay, yeah. It was ice that was the difference. So Sloaters is going to go back up, and he's going to check the item under Old Mother Brain, and it looks like that is a super missile pack. He doesn't want those. Go up, and he might end up getting that ice beam since he's going up back this way. Meanwhile, Derxu gets his Spazer, and I suspect he's going to check Billy Mays, although if he were to skip it, he'd save a little bit of time. But going this way, the whole point of going this way is because of all the items. You got that item he just got, and then the 2 more in Billy Mays. So Sloaters is checking the one that he missed, so he will get the ice. So at this point, Sloaters has got a pretty good lead. That ice beam was really the only main advantage that Derxu had. And now the routing questions begin. The only problem is I have a feeling Derxu is going to follow the same route, except that when he comes up the top of the old escape, he won't need to check the 230 missiles. All right, so Sloaters now, yep, he's going to go to the ship and maybe save and maybe check Gauntlet. We know the back items are nothing special, but he's got space jump, so these checks are easy. Instead, he's going to check the criteria power bombs that are up here, although they might not be power bombs. And Derxu is out of Billy Mays. Sloaters made a mistake. That's interesting. Not a big one. Ooh, screw attack. That'll be handy. We got lots of quality of life kind of upgrades. We got high jump boots, we got screw attack, we got space jump, we've got all of the beams except plasma. Everything's looking good, but still no suits. So now is the time to decide what the next play is. Again, Sloaters is looking like he's gonna do all the wreck ship checks. Now, wreck ship, it is in logic because we have space jump. Okay, unless he decides to go down Red Tower, but it doesn't look like that's what he's gonna do. So, Sloaters is checking wreck ship, and I don't blame him since last time it was stacked, and this is Derxu's opportunity. If he goes somewhere else, he may, man, he's having a little bit of trouble because that space jump kind of does throw you off a little bit. And actually, high jump, I think for me, makes this climb a little bit harder in some ways. Maybe just because you don't practice it with high jump. Okay, so Derxu is up. He doesn't need to check the ice beam location, so he'll make up a little bit of time there. The problem is the Sloaters has got a pretty good lead now. And again, we don't know what's in the back of Gauntlet. Now, Derxu has checked the back of Gauntlet, I think, the last couple of times. So let's see if he checks it here. So he is checking it here. Again, that's something that... no, he's not. He's doing the same kind of thing, I think. Well, it's hard to tell what direction he's space jumping. Okay, now I can tell what direction. He's doing the same thing. All right, so Sloaters again making quick work of the front part of wreck ship, and we're on to Fantoon. So let's see this Fantoon fight. Fantoon, again, he's only got 88 energy. I would be sweating bullets with 88 energy, but this is Sloaters we're talking about. So 88 energy might as well be 88,000 energy. But a wipe here would definitely set him back just a smidge. Okay. And he's down to 38, but a great Doppler there. Now, he can get some more energy by killing these droplets. There's a good energy bit. He got it. And with the screw attack, that really takes away a lot of Fantoon's fangs. And just a beautiful Doppler there from Sloaters. So Derxu is checking Gauntlet, so that'll at least be something that Sloaters did check. This is only going to help Derxu if he finds something. Now, I suspect that Sloaters, he might or might not check Gauntlet when he leaves. He might not, actually, so... This is Derxu's opportunity, and it is gravity. We have gravity. We have gravity. So, again, that puts Derxu in not a lead, but he has an advantage, particularly if Sloaters is just going to take that one item and say, I'm not going to search there. Now, he did go back for the ice beam, so... He did come back for that. So there's a good chance that Sloaters will come back for that item. But because after wreck ship, he's not going to want to go that way. He's going to want to go down Red Tower. So I have a feeling that Sloaters won't check that. But, again, I've been wrong. Let me know in chat. What do you guys think? Will Sloaters check that location before going down Red Tower? I don't think he will. And if he doesn't, Derxu is back in this race. He absolutely is. Yep, everybody in chat kind of agrees with me. We think he's not going to check it. And that's, man. Nothing down here at the bottom of the moat. Or is this moat or waterway? I always get those two mixed up. Okay, chat, help me out. The room Derxu is in, is that moat or is that waterway? Ocean? Okay. And which one is moat? Because there's ocean, there's waterway, and then there's the one that's below charge beam. Okay. All right. So that's the moat. Okay, the little room is the moat. Okay, nothing there. But we already knew there was nothing in that item. Meanwhile, Sloaters. Oh, nice deboost there. We might actually see bowling this time. We haven't seen it much. We saw bowling in any of these races. Yeah. Well, maybe, maybe not. I don't know if Varia here helps Sloaters or helps Derxu. What would help Derxu more is Varia and Meridia. So I think that would be the best likelihood for Derxu. If Varia is in Wrecked Ship, I kind of think that helps Sloaters a little bit. Even though that'll, continue to push him away from where the gravity location is. I mean, he's got no spring ball and he's got no grapple, so Suitless Meridia right now, it's not all that great. He does have Ice Beam, so I believe Ice Beam is all that you really need, but I'm not sure if he would try it with what he's got. And again, I'm not 100% sure if it's even possible. Yeah, grapple and spring ball. Yeah, we haven't seen those yet at all. And meanwhile, the rest of Wrecked Ship has really been a bust. And Derxu, his Fantoon fight has not been quite as good, but he's still making quick work of the ghost elephant. He's really red. I'd hit him with a super at this point. So Sloaters is going to check the sky. And in the sky, oh, he's going to ride there in style. I like that. There's some missiles. We don't need those. Down here. Ooh, speak of the devil. We got us a spring ball. Run is validated. Definitely validated. So we got the spring ball. And then you waste a power bomb. You just got the spring ball. You didn't need it there, Sloaters. Alright, I just saw a major mistake from Sloaters. He used a power bomb when he could have spring balled. Silly, silly him. Okay, so Sloaters is going to go back. And we are going to see bowling. Jump this. Bowling is easy. Okay. And we've got our Chozo. And he looks at the lane. One Chozo. Pins. The ultimate game. Athleticism, bowling, you just can't argue about it. I mean, look at that cut, ripped figure. That's from years and years and years of bowling. I mean, what else are you going to do on Wrecked Ship for all these years? Okay. He's down and through. Meanwhile, Derxu is making the checks. We know he's really not going to find anything too special. Let's see what all is down here. This robot's here. Again, I'm not sure I really like the way Sloaters did that. I think you can just shoot him. But he doesn't have any missiles to shoot him with. E-tank here, and behind the E-tank, we've got... What is back here? Oh, yeah, that's kind of hard to do with those spikes there. Just missiles over there. Okay, so the fact that we don't have speed booster doesn't mean anything. Okay, the sponge bathroom, nothing there. And okay, and gravity suit is an E-tank. And behind gravity... Okay, so now the question is, where is Sloaters headed next? I think there's almost no way he doesn't go down Red Tower, because going back to check Gauntlet, he knows the back of Gauntlet, he knows there's 2 items, so there's only 1 item there. Let's see if he's metagaming this. If he knows to check there, that's really gonna be the difference. And Derxu he's actually had a pretty good Wrecked Ship. I don't think he's taken much more time in Wrecked Ship than Sloaters did. Yep, he's going down Red Tower. I mean, of course that's what he's going to do. There's no reason to go back for Gauntlet now. Okay, so Sloaters did not get the gravity suit. Now, his energy is looking pretty good. He can definitely do the upper Norfair heated rooms and go over and get Ice Beam with what he's got. We also, another thing, and this is a complaint that I have, and you guys know, Crockemeyer once in our first two races. And this smells to me like a situation where maybe Crockemeyer has a Varia suit. It would be nice. And Sloaters, because he's got no suits, he might check that, especially if he finds nothing when he does Bubble Mountain. We'll see. Yeah, you do have to hell run a little bit to get to yeah, so again, maybe I'm not sure about the logic here. So maybe it's possible in the logic of this tournament that it's not possible to have the Varia behind Croc. So again, somebody in chat, let me know if we can have Varia behind Croc in a situation like this. I know Varia can't be in lower Norfair. Okay, so we're pretty sure it's impossible. Okay, so Derxu is going to go bowling. Meanwhile, Sloaters is headed down Red Tower. He's going to visit Crane and check a few items here. And, you know, of course he's checking X-Ray, which, of course, X-Ray is actually in logic because we have Space Jump. So, not a big surprise here. And Sloaters won race one basically by checking X-Ray. So, I have a feeling he's emotionally invested in this check. Garbage tank. Oh, well. Meanwhile, Derxu is doing the backside of bowling. He's not going to like what he finds. Meanwhile, Sloaters out of X-Ray. He did that X-Ray check really fast. But again, with Space Jump, it's just not so hard. He tried to do a D-boost and he messed it up. And okay, so I got a couple of D-boosts there. And I suspect we're going to visit Kraid next. And, you know, Kraid's lonely. Sometimes he likes to go dancing. Now, I haven't seen Sloaters go dancing with him yet. I doubt we will here, but you never know. He might start to feel the pressure. He knows Derxu is a strong runner. He knows that he put together a heck of a race last time. And just like last race, Derxu has found a key item that Sloaters has not. So yet again, maybe Sloaters is feeling the pressure. Yes, Sloaters isn't a dancer. Well, you don't have to be a dancer to enjoy dancing. The bigger question is, does Derxu just go straight for Meridia? What does he have? He's got charge. Yeah, he doesn't have speed booster. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how Derxu's going to route this. And again, if he does go Meridia, and that has our Varia, holy cow. So nothing over here. Now we're going to visit good old Kraid. I love this mini Kraid that's always before him. I know there's like some way to soft lock with that Kraid right before, with the mini Kraid. There is some way to do it, but I'm not sure how. And I guess I don't really want to know how to soft lock it, but I guess you should know so that you don't. So, okay, so Lady Smale, I hope I got that right, says that she thinks that this is, Meridia would be a good play right now. And I think so too, but, you know, yeah, again, I'm not sure what his logic is going to be. And Sloaters goes dancing. Sloaters goes dancing. The pressure is getting to him. I have never seen him miss the great quick kill. And I've seen him run this a ton of times. Missed it. I think the pressure's getting to him. He's now made several small mistakes. So what is behind there? Oh, no vanilla Varia suit. That would have been interesting. So Derxu headed over. It would have been interesting. Nice little moonfall here. That was pretty nice. Derxu, let's see, how does he want to route this? Again, he is also checking X-Ray, which again, I think is definitely the right play. You have Space Jump, you can just bloop, 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 bloop across here. This check doesn't take a lot of time. Just gonna check it, so you don't want to let him get anything, but we know it's just garbage. Okay, and Derxu actually did a better job of checking that. He didn't go the long way around. So, Derxu is out. We're gonna see the Kraid E. Okay, I missed the Kraid E tank. Well, Sloaters is still in this. We don't know where Varia is. The Sloaters could find Varia pretty soon, and Derxu could full clear the game looking for it. You know, so I can't call either runner ahead. What I can say is I think they're about even right now, with Derxu with a slight advantage. That's how I would put it, but especially with Sloaters' skill, I don't want to just say that Derxu has the edge. So here in the high jump location, we've got just more burgers. And Derxu, where is he headed next? Oh, no, don't get grabbed by that thing. Don't get grabbed by that thing. That's no good there, Derxu. You got to stay focused. And really, I think we can see some nerves on both of these runners. Both of these guys are making some uncharacteristic mistakes. Now, Derxu chooses not to enter Meridia right now, but he may kill Kraid and then go back to Meridia. I think that's maybe the right play. Kill Kraid, get all the Kraid items, and then go down. So what did you miss, J-Chalk? You say you stepped away for a moment. Did you see Derxu get the gravity suit? That's the most important thing. Sloaters skipped Gauntlet, and Sloaters has not found anything significant. Few checks. And he's killed Kraid at this point. I'm not sure where he's headed now. Maybe doing Gauntlet now, but I'm not sure why he would. I mean, it's only one item, but goes from logic. He doesn't have Varia. So I think maybe he can figure it out from logic that either Varia or gravity has to be there because he's 100% at everything that is in logic. He may have figured it out by process of elimination because it does appear that's where he's going. He's headed up to the top of... Wow, and his red tower climb was just gorgeous. Meanwhile, Derxu also is going dancing. He wanted to bring a nice corsage to the prom. So, again, I can't imagine where Sloaters hasn't checked up here other than Gauntlet, so he's got to be checking Gauntlet. And I think he figured it out by process of elimination that by logic it must be either Varia or gravity. So, Derxu still has a lead because he's going to finish Kraid and he's going to be really close to Meridia. The Sloaters has made some checks below where Derxu hasn't. So Sloaters' great movement here is really helping him. Now a screw attack getting through to Gauntlet's super easy. Yep, so he's checking Gauntlet. He's going to have his gravity momentarily. So at this point, it's all about the routing yet again. Sloaters is catching up. He's going to get the gravity. So where does Derxu go? I think he's got to go to Meridia from here. If he doesn't, and he's not, I have a feeling Sloaters is going to retake the lead here. I think by logic, at this point, both Meridia and Norfair are out of logic because of the suits, and he checked everywhere that was in logic, so I think he got it by process of elimination. Again, I'm not 100% sure on the logic of this race, but I know Sloaters is. So, considering that's the case, yeah, he probably did. Alright, Derxu uses Spring Ball quite nicely, and then changes his mind and gets the power bombs. Just because it's a little easier to get over that. And, oh yeah, he's got to kill that thing, okay. And Sloaters. It's getting late out here. It's actually after midnight. Down. I have a feeling he's going to go Meridia, but we'll see. And Derxu, where are you going? Where are you going, buddy? But Sloaters has made more checks than Derxu has. So, I want to say Sloaters has probably retaken the lead at this point. Although, again, it just depends on how the routing goes. So Derxu, are you going into Meridia? Are you going to stay here? Or are you just blowing up the glass? You going to stay? You going to stay? Yeah, buddy. Okay. So he's going to go to Meridia. And is Sloaters coming to Meridia too? We have our runners like synced up. Holy cow, we've got some syncs. And there's Grapple. Okay. We've got Grapple, though that's not going to be easy to get without Speed Booster. High five. We have a high five. We have a high five, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to visit Mama Turtle. Okay, so we've got a high five. They are synced, and their clocks are about the same, so we're neck and neck. But Sloaters has checked a few locations that Derxu hasn't. So that means he's got a slight edge. Now, I did not see what that second Mama Turtle item was. Did anyone else on Derxu's screen? It was Miss Beck. Okay. All right. Yep. I saw it on Sloaters' side. Okay. So actually, Derxu had a better Mama Turtle and now has taken a slight lead. And he's going to head up. And now the question is, how much of Meridia do we search? There are a lot of items in Meridia, but a lot of them are pretty far apart. You got the sand pit items. You got the items, up here that are in the wishing well. So, do you full clear Meridia, or do you just? I think you got a full clear Meridia right now. In fact, I think, again, and correct me in chat if I'm wrong. I think by logic, Varia's got to be somewhere in Meridia. Now, Derxu might not have that information, but Sloaters has full clear. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's Varia. It's in the wishing well. We got ourselves a great race. Sloaters is going to check this in just a minute. So we got Varia. We got Charge. We don't have speed, but that's not necessary. We don't have Plasma. We're in go mode. This is go mode. Both players are in go mode. And that's all there is to it. Well, Sloaters is in go mode in 3, 2, 1. Now Sloaters is in go mode. So the question is, how many more items do you check? And do you just go mode from here? Again, these times are great. Again, we're going to be looking at this right around the 1 hour mark, or probably sub 1 hour again for both of these guys. Yeah, Plasma and speed would be nice, but so you definitely, I think you want to check a couple of items, but you don't want to go out of your way to check anything. Through Norfair, there are several easy checks in Norfair when we go down to Kilcrade. Through the rest of Meridia, there's really only 1 or 2 more easy checks. Yeah, here we're going to have to freeze this guy, and okay, Derxu makes that look pretty easy. And there's 1 item after Batwoon, and then there's going to be 1 item right before Dragon that's easy to get. Check anything else in Meridia. Okay. We got ourselves a great race, folks. For those of you who watched all 3 or just watching this one, this has been some of the most competitive racing I've seen in a while. Sloaters is definitely feeling it. Normally he's a heavy favorite against most everybody, and he's got to be feeling the pressure because, again, he didn't check that item until late, and he's right if he thought that Derxu got it earlier. So now Sloaters did get the super missile here that Derxu skipped, but again, we're synced up. Derxu's doing a little bit of farming. I'm not sure how much he wants. He's got Charge Beam, so Sloaters is also farming a little bit. I'm not sure why they're farming. But again, both these guys did it, and they're both far better than I am, so I assume there's a logic there. Meanwhile, with Space Jump, this room is really, really, really easy. Okay. It's through. And, yeah, I would definitely check this item. Okay, nothing back there. And now we're going to visit our friendly neighborhood shrimp. Okay, we can't microwave the shrimp, and we don't have grapple. So we don't have speed booster, so we are going to have to do it with charge beam or missiles. And I'm guessing that's why they were farming up. And I think supers are going to be the best bet. Now, let's see, what beam do they have? Yeah, they don't have plasma. So I think supers are going to be the best bet here. So 7 supers against 20 supers. Yeah, I kind of agree. Somebody in chat, let's see. True Gunder says Sloaters is going to pull ahead here. I definitely agree that that possibility exists. But Sloaters is trying not to get caught and grabbed and spanked. Nobody wants to get spanked by the big, ugly lizard. Well, it's not really a lizard. I mean, it's a giant shrimp. It's a giant shrimp. That's what it is. Okay, Derxu. Well, I don't know. Derxu is looking pretty good here. Nice charge shot there. Charge shot. Okay. And nope. Okay. Ooh, Derxu almost got grabbed, but he was able to escape just a minute. Sloaters does get the kill first. Oh no, Derxu got grabbed. This is gonna add a little bit of time, but he wasn't grabbed for very long. Now Sloaters again did not check the item behind, but we're in go mode, so neck and neck. We are neck and neck. He was gonna try to get these items. Okay. Sloaters has now taken a very, very slight lead, but that's all it is a very slight lead. The problem is the rest of the race is go mode, which means we are not going to see route divergence. Both of them need to go and kill Ridley. So this is now all down to execution. And we know Sloaters has a slight edge in execution, but Sloaters has... Ooh, that was nice. Sloaters has definitely been showing signs of nerves, and he's made some uncharacteristic mistakes. So if he makes another mistake, Derxu can catch right back up. Now let's see if Derxu does the same sandpit trick. He does. Okay, that's nice. All right. So Derxu's a little bit behind, but he's not very far behind. He's basically one mistake behind. But Sloaters is not too likely to make any more mistakes. We're going to head out of Meridia as quick as we can, and we're going to get down to Lower Norfair. Lower Norfair in go mode with... Now, what have we got? We've got Space Jump, we've got Screw Attack, we don't have Speed Booster. Now, that'll make the escape kind of annoying, but there's that new tech where they can get through the room by shooting, so... That's really not a big deal. We've got high jump boots. We've got ice beam. Yeah. Again, I'm not sure I like Derxu's routing here. Sloaters has definitely extended the lead a little bit. And again, I'm just not sure if finding Speed Booster, finding Plasma really is going to make much of a difference here. Through, I really suspect Sloaters is going to check nothing. He has everything he needs. Norfair is going to be a breeze. Finally, Derxu is out of Meridia, and he's going to head down to Norfair. And I'm disappointed. This means we're not going to get a Crocomire check. That's really disappointing. We had 3 races in a row, and nobody bet on Croc. Now, as it turns out, Croc never had any important items in any of the races anyway, but you know how I feel. Everyone in chat knows how I feel. Always bet on Croc. Always bet on Croc. Oh. Sloaters is down. Derxu's actually making some pretty good time here through this part of Upper Norfair. And nice D-boost there from Sloaters. And with Space Jump, this room is so easy. So easy, because that room is so hard if you don't have it. And we're going down, so no save there from Sloaters. But, like, why? He's got he's got everything he needs. 1,000,000 power bombs. I think Derxu's in trouble. I think he really needs Sloaters to make a mistake. And I think that Sloaters might think he's in trouble because of how late he got grabbed. So again, Sloaters might be pushing a little bit, which makes him slightly more likely to make a mistake. But again, because I know Sloaters runs RBO, that means that Norfair is something that he's really familiar with, especially doing so with limited items. And here he doesn't have limited items. So Derxu now is down to lower Norfair. He's a little bit behind, but again, one little mistake and he catches up, and one big mistake and Sloaters loses this. So don't, stay tuned in, folks. This is still a really competitive race, and this has been just unbelievably competitive. And this is almost definitely going to be the worst time for both of these runners in this race, as amazing as that is. Because we're looking at about maybe a 110-ish finish for these guys. So okay, so we have lower Norfair entry. So Sloaters at 42.50 and Derxu at 43.31, so about 41 seconds. Yeah. Okay, Power Bombs of Shame is an energy tank. Now Sloaters was having some trouble. His space jump wasn't working so good. Okay, so Derxu is through there. Now Sloaters is on to the Pirates. How is he going to kill the Pirates? Supers? Yep, supers. But with no Plasma Beam, it's not so easy to kill these guys. They take quite a few shots. Got through the Pirates pretty quickly. And Derxu is hot on his trail. But with Charge Beam, we don't need anything. We can just go fight Ridley. We don't need to farm. We can just go fight him. So this is gonna... Well, it looks like he wants to farm Little. I'm not quite sure what he's doing there. Okay, Derxu also gets the energy tank. And... Oh, he missed that. He missed the swag. He shot up top of the head. Okay. And... Do they both have Spazer? Yeah, okay. With this beam combo... help me out in chat. With this beam combo, we're talking... That's with no missiles... 60? Okay, yeah, it is 60. And so this is not a super fast fight, but Derxu is not going to go in with more missiles than Sloaters did, so Derxu's not going to make up any time on this Ridley fight. And again, very few people fight Ridley better than Sloaters, so I find it hard to believe that Derxu will make up time here. The time, at this point, the places where I think Derxu can make up time is maybe Baby Skip, maybe Zeb Skip, but again, Sloaters, I've never seen him have trouble with it. He's got Ice Beam, it's easy enough to get. The energy is great. Yeah, I mean, maybe... yeah, it's not a big window for Derxu just because of how skilled Sloaters is, but there's a couple of places where he definitely can catch up. The escape has a couple of tricky moments, but with the energy the way it is, I have a feeling that it's just going to be no issue, especially with Screw Attack. Everything is so easy in lower Norfair with Screw Attack. Alright, so Sloaters is still fighting the big, dumb pterodactyl. And the big dumb pterodactyl trolled him for a while and then picked him up. So Derxu actually does have an opportunity to catch up a little bit, because that was not really a perfect fight from Sloaters. Now Sloaters is checking the item behind Ridley. That is surprising, and it's a garbage tank. So nothing there. And Sloaters is out at 47.25. Let's see what time Derxu ends up leaving Ridley's room. But I do believe Derxu has had a slightly better Ridley fight so far, but he's got 2 supers left. I might use him right here when he's pogoing, when you got a really good shot. Now Sloaters to the escape. It'll be interesting how many more checks Sloaters wants to make. Again, Speed Booster would be nice. Plasma, well, I mean, we're at a point where Plasma wouldn't even really help very much. I guess it would make Mother Brain 2 a little faster to kill. But okay, so we got Sloaters was able to hit with more supers. Yeah, so I think Derxu's Ridley fight is actually going to be a little bit longer than Sloaters is. So that means a little bit more of a lead there, but holy cow, what a race. We're past these key hunters. I don't like these guys. And if you're doing RBO, you definitely don't like those guys. And we're skipping the Fireflea's spot. I can't imagine Sloaters checking anything else. He's almost out of Norfair as is. And okay, Ridley grabs him. Yeah, I think the lead has expanded a bit. And he's leaving at 48.51. So the lead has definitely expanded through Ridley. Sloaters is through the Three Musketeers or the Three Amigos. Actually, I guess I like the Three Amigos because I love that movie. But you know, I've heard different people call them different things. Yeah, I think we're about a minute and 10 different at this point. We got about a minute 10 time difference. Now, for the rest of the way out, we're really it's all execution. Nobody's going to check anything. They just need to get out of here, get up Red Tower, get out past the ship, and get over and across to Turian. It's really Baby Skip. Baby Skip is the place, even though Baby Skip is not, I don't think, 1 minute. So Sloaters is going to use this tech here, and I hope Derxu knows that tech, because otherwise he's going to get much farther behind. Hey, what? Oh, really, the main thing with Baby Skip is, I mean, I think you can do it without high jump boots, but I've certainly never been able to do it without high jump boots. Okay, so the timing is different. Don't think Sloaters is going to go for it. Okay. Yeah, see, Derxu, why are you checking that item? Why are you checking that item? Like, even if it is Plasma Beam, even if it is Speed Booster. Well, okay, all right. If it's Speed Booster, then you want to get it. But pretty much that would be the only item that would be worth a darn at this point. All right, we're going to go through Meridia. And Derxu and his escape. You know, again, looking real good. Let's see if he goes into the mock ball. Yep. All right, that was swaggy. I like that. I love hitting that mock ball right there. That one always feels really good when you can hit that one. Derxu's in the Bubble Mountain. He's basically following the same path. We've got it takes Sloaters 3 shots to get through the missile gate, and he's up the top of Red Tower, and he's up. Okay, so Sloaters hit that elevator at 5108. Derxu took a save there. Not 100% sure why. I mean, if he's worried, I guess his energy is pretty low. But Sloaters is not going to wipe here. Actually, no chance. So, oh, okay. Oh, the soft lock right here. Okay, all right, for this trick. Okay, so he's saving in case he soft locks this. Okay. But he did get it on the first try. Okay, that's good. So he really has not lost any time. He does get that Speedway skip. Again, I just learned about that skip like this week. So I still haven't tried it. I still haven't like watched a how-to video yet, although that's next on my list. And Sloaters is getting ready to go to Turian. Nope, yeah, this isn't the right way. This isn't the right way, Sloaters. What are you doing? So Sloaters got lost for a second, which is surprising, but he did. Headed down. Not really the most efficient room. Oh, he didn't have speed. Yeah. I keep forgetting these guys don't have speed. It's a lot different with no speed. And Sloaters is through, and he's going to go into Turian. So we're going to get a Turian check here. So Sloaters hits the elevator at 52:43. So Sloaters hit that elevator at 52:43. We'll see when Derxu hits it. I'm guessing he's going to be about a minute and 20 behind. Yeah, he was going to go clean up Old Mother Brain. Yeah, of course, because that's where it's at. Sloaters is so efficient. Ooh, now, just as I say that, he makes a couple mistakes. Okay, so he definitely wasn't perfect in that room, but if anything, he lost a second. This room, this is a much easier room. Okay, that was pretty perfect. Mr. Bean. No, I love Mr. Bean. He's hilarious. Rowan Atkinson. Okay. Yeah, chat distracted me with comedians. Alright, Sloaters is through. And 1, 2, 3 Metroids. Bunched up, all dead. That was perfect. Doing this, I'm guessing, for the ammo. And Sloaters is through to the baby. And it's really, this is Sloaters' to lose. Unless he makes a major mistake, this is his race. But it's not by much. And holy cow, has Derxu been running great. Just to even be on a pace to catch up to Sloaters like this. So here we have 54. Yeah, so it does look, actually it's going to be more like a minute 40-ish behind. And the baby gets him. He actually does face the correct way. And did we get spring ball? Yeah, we got spring ball. Of course. And Sloaters goes for the Crystal Flash. And it's kind of nice because not only does it get the Crystal Flash, it clears out all that Metroid poop that's at the end of the room. And people always want to know what that stuff is. It's Metroid poop because that baby Metroid's been eating a bunch of stuff. So all that stuff at the end of the room that you got to shoot through, that's Metroid poop. So just everybody out there, that's Metroid poop. You know, so next time you're shooting it, think about the Metroid poop that you're shooting. All right. Sloaters is through. He's going to do his Zeb skip. Yeah, of course, gets it perfectly. Now, only a major mistake will blow this. Those Rikas are going to go away. Oh, man. You know, it's getting late for me out here. Okay. Sloaters is through to Mother Brain 2. This is really the last difficulty. So he's got charge. He's going to shoot his supers first. Why not? And again, well, he did get hit there, but his energy is fine. He doesn't really need to worry about energy. And normally gets hit again, but again, those meatballs don't do much damage. Yeah, thanks, J-Chuck. Yeah. I love these races. I'd be watching anyway, so why not talk? I love talking. Y'all can listen to me talk. Next time we got to get me a partner here. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. So we're on to catch-up, I think. Almost there. Catch-up, nice dodge there. And catch-up number 2, it's dodged. Now we are catch-up number 3. Okay. And I think, that's actually 4. I'm surprised at that. But I guess we don't have plasma, so our beam is not all that great. No, thanks, Chad. Oh, everybody's in chat's doing it. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm doing my best out here, you know. I love me some Super Metroid, and I know everybody in chat loves them some Super Metroid too. So make sure you give your love, some love to the runners there too. You know, this is great racing, and these two have been just phenomenal. Derxu actually I think made up a little bit of time here. Red rooms were a little cleaner than Sloaters, but that's probably like 5 seconds extra. Let's see if he can get a good Zeb skip here. Freeze that Rinka, get damaged. Okay, he's through. He's gonna skip past all those Zebatites he doesn't have to kill. Freeze that Rinka, freeze that one. And Mother Brain, eat missile, eat missile, eat missile, eat missile. And he is through to Mother Brain 2. So we do have a high 5 at Mother Brain. Yeah, well, actually, Derxu had more supers, and I don't know if supers are going to do more damage than the beam combo, but the supers are definitely faster than the beam combo. So he's going to save the last supers for when we get to the catch-up mode, so that he can switch to those supers. So actually, Derxu is going to have a faster Mother Brain 2 than Sloaters did, assuming he pulls this off nicely. Now, oh, baby Metroid. And Sloaters is going to unleash with the rainbow beam. This big walking chicken deserves it. Definitely deserves it. Eat rainbow. Taste the rainbow. I think Derxu is almost on to catch up. We haven't quite got it yet. I think we just got to do a couple more shots. Yep, there he is. Now he's going to switch to missiles. This makes the catch-up phase go by much faster, but you don't want to miss any of them. Okay. Derxu definitely had a really nice Mother Brain too. And he's going to go for stand-up. Am I seeing that correctly? Motor's doing the slow escape because he has no speed booster. But Derxu doesn't have speed booster either. So we're doing the slow escape. So yeah, I didn't think... yeah, we need to get like a JPEG with just all the room names. As I said, I've been playing this and watching Rando for a while, and I still don't know all the room names. I think I know most of them, but there's a few that I don't know. Derxu is on the Mother Brain 3. Meanwhile, Sloaters is doing his escape. He's going to have to do this the slow way, but Sloaters, he doesn't really do anything slow. So this is still fast, even though he's doing it the, quote, slow way. He's up. I'm guessing he's not going to save the animals, which, of course, because he's probably still worried that he's going to lose. All right, so get your GGs ready in chat, because we've had a heck of a race. And Sloaters has... Oh, get there, Kenny, get there. All right, so Sloaters has finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 25 seconds. 1 hour on the mark. Get your GGs out in chat. Holy cow. And this is just as Derxu is beginning Mother Brain 3. So Derxu will be finishing basically momentarily. And Sloaters is on to the final 8. This race was awesome. The last race was awesome. And the first race was awesome. These guys really, really, really gave us a show. Hey, Sloaters, I see you there in chat. Yeah, and your opponent did check Gauntlet before you, so he had a little bit of a lead. It's lucky that you went back and checked it, or you would have been in big trouble. Sloaters is in the final 8 in the winner's bracket. Sloaters, if you can, get your butt here and chat. You get your butt in here for an interview, you know. I know you don't have to, but get your butt in here. You know, if you got a microphone set up, I know you got one. Oh, man. And Derxu, now he's killed Mother Brain. He's through to his escape. He's going to be finishing really soon. And again, he really kept the pace with Sloaters this whole race. It was really incredible to watch. It was really incredible. Yeah, well, of course, yeah. And, well, Sloaters, you also left behind the 230 missiles, but you came back for that, and that had Ice Beam. So, again, Derxu got those before you, and then it looked like he would have Ice Beam, and you didn't, but you went back for it. Then there was the Gravity, which he got, but because after that you ended up following the same paths, you were basically neck and neck in the early part of Meridia, and you slowly built a lead after that. He was on the climb. He's on the climb, and that was a beautiful climb. He did it really well. And is out. And let's see if he can finish this up. It's pretty hard to mess this up. I think he can get to the ship in the last 2 minutes. And he's bouncing up. Bouncy ball, bouncy ball. Get your GGs out in chat. He is almost there. And Derxu, no, I gave him the GG too early. He's dicking around because he can. He's got lots of time left. I think he's going to go and save the animals while he's thinking about it. I thought about getting the ship, but since he's going to win anyway, since he's going to lose anyway, why not? Let's see if he saves the animals or taunts the animals. I do rather like the taunting the animals. Nope, he saved them. He saved them, then tried to shoot them. Okay. He saved the animals. And I think he's got enough time to make it out. Let's see if he does the Alcatraz side. No, okay. He's now he's just dicking around. Okay. And now get your GGs out again, maybe. Okay, all right. He's finally finished. Total SRL time of 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 48 seconds, but it was more like 1 hour and 1 minute and 30 seconds. Would have been his actual time. Holy cow. So, again, I invite the runners to do an interview if you guys want to. I've been talking for a while all by myself, so it would be nice to have somebody to talk to. Somebody just like listening to my apartment thinks that I've been talking to myself for the last 3 hours. So, let's see here. Let's see if either of these guys are going to come down. Okay, Derxu is definitely coming in. Okay. All right. All right. We have, let's see. Hopefully he knows where to come. Okay.
Yep.
Look. Oh, there's Derxu and Sloaters there. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, wow. You guys just gave us the best set of 3 races I've ever seen. Sloaters just killed it in race 1. Derxu, you killed it in race 2. And you guys were neck and neck for almost the entirety of that race. So first, I want to ask Sloaters, when did you figure out that Gauntlet was what you needed?
Well, I knew that nothing could be in Bubble Mountain because you'd have to do a hell run for that. And so I was being very thorough of everything, like on the top half of the map. And I decided to leave Gauntlet behind because I was like, oh, it's probably nothing. And then I knew, some kind of progression had to be, in like the crate or like business center area. And as soon as I saw the high jump item, I was like, God dang it, man.
Yeah, because I think at that point, because of logic, at that point, the end, it had to be progression and it had to be either Varia or Gravity. I think it had to be one of those
Yeah.
two after you cleared
Yeah,
everything
It
else.
that's
it
it.
could have been Speed Booster 2 and then
Yeah.
like Waterway or the Criteria Supers could have been something, but I
Or,
figured it was
yeah,
probably a suit.
or immersed down in at Bubble Mountain missiles, because
Yeah, that
those are
too.
not considered as a hell run.
Yeah,
But yeah,
so
anything
Derxu,
progression
you
wise,
you really had the lead for the early part of it. You got the ice
I
beam
think.
earlier than Sloaters. He
Mm,
came back for that and got it. And then when you checked Gauntlet before going to Wreck Ship,
yeah.
everyone, we had you at the lead. And that's where Sloaters eventually full cleared everything, looking for
Mm,
some kind of progression. And then he figured it out,
yeah.
went back for it.
Yeah.
You
Well,
both
that
hit
was
Meridia at exactly the same time.
well
And
nice.
you guys were like through Mama Turtle, like it was a mirror on your screens.
Well,
And by the time they got to Ridley, Sloaters had a decent lead at Ridley, and because he had a little bit better ammo going into Ridley, his Ridley fight went faster. And
yeah,
then
sure.
going into Turian, Sloaters was about a minute ahead at that
Mm,
point, and that's about where it finished. Was about a minute difference. So, like, wow, great job. Dirk, so did you think you were as close as you were? Or did you think you were behind?
I
What was
was
your mindset during that?
I was thinking I'm not I don't think Lotus will go to Gauntlet that early, so I was thinking I would be probably a little bit ahead as I found Gravity. But then I lost about 30 to 40 seconds because I went down to Norfair and checked all those high jump stuff and nothing, and accidentally picked up those 2 power bombs, which I didn't want at all.
Yeah, we saw you. I saw you trying to spring ball out of the high jump location, and when you
Yeah,
were kind of going back and forth, you picked up those power
yeah,
bombs.
I just missed killing that Nova to open the door.
Well,
That
yeah, and you
was
had to
bad.
and you had to kill the guy you missed. Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have gone that down there in the first place, because well, the chance of Varia being there is just, well, not that high. And Yeah. I've
You got
yep. Well, some yeah. Anything so there. Sorry. There had to be something at Yellow Beach, Meridia, so I just thought, well, if it just had to be Varia at this point for my.
Yeah, well,
I
once you were
hoped.
both in Meridia, we knew Varia was it. You got Varia about, I would say, 15 seconds ahead of Sloaters, and Sloaters had a slightly better Dragon fight than you did, so he was maybe 10 seconds ahead of you by the end of that fight.
Mm,
And by the end of Ridley, he was about a minute ahead. So that's
yeah,
where it was. But it was just neck and neck
yeah,
the whole
yeah,
way.
yeah. It was just. I think I would have the. He had just to compensate the difference between us finding gravity with execution. Over the whole race, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he will get that because he's just a better runner in general, movement
Oh
wise and stuff.
man, but do not beat yourself, Derxu. You spanked him pretty badly in the second game, and you kept up. Just blow for blow. You were with him every step of the way this race. So
Well, thanks.
everybody out there, everybody loved this race. The chat was going berserk. Like we could not believe how great it was. All right. Well, it's been a long set of races. So I'll start with you, Dirksu. Do you have any final thoughts about this set of races?
No, I'm just so happy that it wasn't. It was kind of close, and I actually won one race. So yeah,
Well, it was
GG.
not kind of close. It was really close.
Yeah.
All
Anyways,
right.
GG, and thanks for the race, lovers. Yeah.
Okay, so Sloaters, what about you? You're on to the final eight, but you really had to work for it here. This guy really gave you a run for your money. You have any final thoughts about this race?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch this one back. It, like you said, it seemed like it was super close, so that's definitely gonna be a fun one to look back and kind of see all the differences we did. Um, but yeah, I'm really happy it was that close because it's always a lot more exciting to see a close race like that than sort of a one-sided one decided by like the route or something.
Yeah. It was pretty great, and I actually we saw you make a couple mistakes that I don't know if I've ever seen you make before. You didn't get the Kraid quick kill, and there were a couple other little ones that again usually for you are pretty solid. And we saw you make mistakes, and we were thinking, oh man, it's the pressure, it's the pressure. Dirksu's putting the pressure on him. Oh, the pressure's getting to him. Yeah, but by the end of the race, you really put everything together and really kicked it into high gear. So. All right. Well, everybody out there, make sure you give these runners a follow. These guys gave us a great show. We've been racing here for, I think, 3.5 hours, and it was a pretty interesting 3 hours. I'm Len the Cat. I'm going to sign off here. Have a good night, everybody.